What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Game On Improve Your Health podcast. Tonight's episode journey is being guided by none other than your host, Austin J, or hallucinodream if you know him from the gaming community. And tonight's topic is a follow-up and question and answer to last week's episode, which was on tools for keeping, maintaining, starting a schedule. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the episode. Blah, 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 blah. I really need to get a recording of that intro there. Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. I apologize for those who are watching on YouTube. The lighting seems a little different and a little weird today. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Glad that was fixed. And today we're going over a question and answer. Last week, again, I haven't gotten any questions lately, so I would, very much appreciate it if anybody has any questions. I know there's definitely people listening. So if anybody has any questions on anything that they're hearing or has any comments, anything that you would like to share, like tips. Oh, I do this for my scheduling. I do this for my health and wellness journey. Send them in. Submit them. I would love to answer them. I would love to go over the tips, share them with everybody else who's listening, and so on and so forth. So, what I want to talk about today is just this one is going to be probably extremely short. I am recording this as the kid has started to fight sleep. So that's interesting. The kid no longer wants to take naps during the day. It's my favorite. That has altered my schedule here. It looks like, sorry about the, it looks like hopefully my sound didn't cut out, but it looks like my video encoding seems to be having an issue for some weird reason today. So I apologize those who are watching on YouTube. My computer is nowhere near, out of date or bad, so I'm not sure why that even happened. But so we're just gonna go into basically just gonna talk about what I'm doing right now. And like I said last week, I'm gonna start writing stuff down. I already have been doing that, doing one thing a day. I have something that I'm doing right now. I'm focusing on that until it's done. I basically put all my extra time into that during the day when I have energy, right? Because towards nighttime, I get a little less energy. My cognitive function starts to slow down. So I try not to do too much at the end of the night because I don't want to. I don't want to do half-ass work, right? So I also read that in a book one time. I think it's called The One Thing, where you focus on one thing. I'm still working on that part. You put 100% into that, and I want to say it's that book. I'll have to reference that, go back and check, see exactly what book this was from. But focusing on that one thing, becoming an expert at that, right? But one of the things is, let your mind reset. So stop work at 5 p.m. is what they say. That was an example that they use. So I try to stop everything around that time and just do stuff that I enjoy. Right? That's going to be relaxing for me. It's going to, which is tough if that's the kid's witching hour, which it is, depending on your routine, your schedule, exactly what you're doing. That's going to be a little different. The timing's going to be a little different, but that's what I generally try to do. You want to be able to wind down at night and be able to get good sleep. That's good sleep's paramount for everything, including scheduling. My sleep has been a little out of whack lately, and I'm not 100% sure why. I would imagine because I have so much on my mind. But that's something, just getting a schedule down will help through. So what I'm doing is focusing on this one thing, getting out. It's taking up so much of my time. Once I'm done that, it's gonna free up a little bit more time, which I plan to start putting more towards One Punch here, right? I want to start doing more videos for everybody. those who are listening, different kinds of videos. Possibly figure out how to stop the whole, I learned about this. So when I'm sitting here doing the podcast, I know I'm jumping back and forth, but when I'm sitting here doing the podcast, there's one thing I'm going to work on. That's why I'm saying it. I notice when I'm by myself, I start doing I get all that saliva buildup, and then I have to, get rid of it by swallowing it. And you guys can probably hear that. I don't do that when I'm talking with my wife during the podcast with Christina. So it must be just a me thing. But I don't do that when I'm live streaming on Twitch or YouTube. So it seems weird to me that's why. But that's one of the things I want to work on. And I do apologize. Excuse me. Maybe it's just because I'm too close to the microphone. So today I'm actually working on one of the things. I realized this. This isn't a scheduling thing, but I started slowing down my speaking to try to prevent this from happening. It's not working. So I'll be putting a little bit more research into that once I get rid of this big project that I'm doing. Free up some more time. So basically why I'm saying that is just sometimes it's easier to learn off of people's experiences, especially if you're going through somewhat of the same. So you can listen to somebody and the experience they're going through. So let's say you have something that's taking up a lot of your time, but you're only putting 50% into it every single day. It's just taking forever. It's dragging out. That's basically what I'm doing right now. But I have been starting to put more time into it lately to try to really fix the issue of it taking up all my time. But sometimes hearing me say that, and then you thinking to yourself, I could really put that into my routine, my schedule. Maybe I'll put aside all some of the other things that I want to do or that I enjoy doing or whatever, or that I need to do that might not be able to, or might not need to be done at this specific time, and put all my effort into that. And then once I clear that up, it'll clear up a lot of time during the day, a lot of time during the week, right? Sometimes just hearing somebody's experience really helps you do that. That's another reason why I started the podcast, was really experience based, right? The knowledge was starting to come a little bit before, but I wanted to spread the knowledge that I'm learning on the spot, basically, with everybody to help improve health, help improve their gaming performance. It's something I wish I focused on a little heavier when I was younger, because I really was all about playing competitive and attempting to play at in a pro league, right? So that's another reason why I started this. That's half the reason the podcast is called Game On, Improve Your Health. It's a play on words, right? But because I don't have any questions, I don't really want to drag this one out too long. I'm probably going to make this just about a 10-minute mark, which is we're getting close to. But I just wanted to go over, that's what I'm doing. That's the steps I'm taking. It's also helpful to have people listening, and now I'm telling you guys, so now I am being held accountable. Like, you guys are all now my accountability buddies, right? So if you can check back and say, hey, where's your schedule? I have a whiteboard, so I'd like somebody to ask, hey, have you filled out your whiteboard yet? I think I said this in the last episode, but if I use my phone, it doesn't work. The phone is the biggest distraction. So using a whiteboard that I can see, erase, handwrite, I retain more information. I feel like I can, like if it's written down, I feel like I'm gonna get it more, because my phone, I can technically put everything, I can hide it much easier, but the whiteboard's just like, wow, it's right there. It's on my wall, it's on my floor, it's in my face. You got to do it, because you can't just hide the whiteboard. I mean, technically you can, but I'm not going to do that. So, let me know, anybody, who is listening on the podcast or YouTube, let me know if you have any tips or tricks that you use. I would love to use those myself, but I would also love to, spread the word, let everybody else know. And go from there. And if you have any questions on anything you heard in the past 2 episodes, by all means, let me know, and I would love to answer them in one of the follow-up episodes. Now, this is Excuse me. Jeez. Next week looks like we only have 4 weeks in this month, so that's good. Next week will be a different episode. It's also Valentine's Day. Ooh, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody next week. Make sure you take your loved ones out on dates. And I just took my daughter on a date yesterday for the first time. Like, just me and her for the first time. It was very fun. She loved it. She ate all of our French toast. So we'll be going again on Monday for a date. But take your loved ones out. Make sure you take your mothers out. Make sure you take your fathers out. Whoever is, take them all out at once. That's fun. And I will see you guys next week. So, again, all of our, if you're watching not live, I keep saying that. If you're watching on YouTube, all of our links are over here on the left. If you're listening on the podcast platform, all of our links in the description are also in the description on YouTube. You can reach out on any of those. You can reach out on my personal, which are also all in the descriptions. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, topic ideas, let us know. And we would love to get to them. Thank you for tuning in to this short episode. Hopefully we have some more questions after next week's episode. And I look forward to seeing everybody next week. Thank you.